What's going on, everybody? My name is Soho, and this is Half-Hearted Hardcore. Welcome back to our world, and as you can see, I am down here hanging out with my awesome, wonderful villagers. And look at that, one of them just gave me a stone axe. I just finished a raid on stream not too long ago, so all of these guys are throwing me wonderful gifts. They're actually not that wonderful. Chainmail boots, an arrow, okay, that's nice. Stone axe, don't really need all of these, but it is nice that they throw stuff to us. This guy right here, he'll give you clay blocks, that's wonderful. These guys will give you books, so it is nice that they like to give us free things, but it's not always something we need. Oh, there, we got a book in our hand. So why are we down here with villagers? Because as you all know, villagers and I, we don't always get along. We have a love-hate relationship. Usually I hate them. Whoa, a gold axe. Sorry, got distracted. Got a gold axe from one of these guys. But anyways, normally I hate to love them. Kind of a deal going on. But today we're going to get some retribution on villagers, and you probably heard why. Look at this guy right here. We have got ourselves a zombie. Now, if you haven't messed with villagers much before, you can actually use a zombie to turn your villagers into zombie villagers, and then if you heal them, they will give you cheaper trades. So we are going to set ourselves up with a nice little zombie villager converter, and then we're going to start doing a little bit more trading because we have got the trading hall expansion that has no villagers in it, and we need to get expanding this thing. So we're going to get ourselves started. We're going to dig a little hole, and I think we're going to do it right over in this area. So we're going to just start digging out this area right here, and we're going to get ourselves a nice zombie villager conversion area all set up. Okay, now that we've got ourselves a little bit of a hole dug here, we're going to just do a basic design of this room. And once we get that all done, we're going to get ourselves set up with the conversion chamber. And we're not going to do a full walkthrough on this, but I will go over how it works when it's all done and set up. So we're going to get this room designed real quick, and we'll be right back. All right, so we have got our little conversion chamber set up for the most part here, but for this next step, we need to get our zombie in here. And our zombie needs to be sitting right here. Now, normally this wouldn't be too big of a deal. We just kind of lure the zombie in there. But with Half-Hearted Hardcore, we do not want to get hit by this guy. So what we've got set up is a nice little powered rail system. We're going to put this minecart down, and hopefully it's going to pick this zombie up and put him right where we need him to go. If not, if we have to shove him a little bit, we do have our shield here, and we can kind of push him along with that. But let's cross our fingers and hopes this works out for the best. Got him. There he goes. Right in there. Exactly where we wanted that guy to go. Perfect. All right, so now once you've got your zombie in there, you want to make sure that it's one that it can hold something. and we're going to give him something a little nicer to kill our villagers with, we're going to say. But we also want to make sure that you name your zombie, because you want your zombie to have a name. So we're going to name our zombie, that's right, Subscribe. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're not currently subscribed, it doesn't cost you anything, and it really does help me out. It will help us get to our goal of 100 subscribers. So now we want to throw this at that guy. Hopefully he picks that up. There we go. And that's a better deal for him, so he's going to pick that up. And what you want to make sure you want to do is, if you get close to him, always make sure you've got your shield up here. But once we get that guy in place, we can take this down, and we're going to put a building block right there to protect him. All right, I'm going to finish the rest of this, and then once we're ready to zombify a villager, I will be back, and I'll show you how that works. Ooh. What is that? Have we really survived in this world for 500 days? I can't believe it. Can you believe it? I bet you thought I was going to die before now, didn't you? Well, look at that. 500 days. Not sure who put that there, but I'm not mad at him because we survived. That's pretty awesome. 500 days in half-hearted hardcore. All right, well, okay, let's get back to work. We got villagers to take care of. All right, everyone. We have now got our zombification chamber all set up. So now let's talk about how we do this. At first, there's a couple things that you want to do before you even start convert your villagers to zombies and then back again. One, you need to make sure that you've got some potions of weakness, and those need to be splash potions. So we're going to show you how to make these real quick. First, you're going to need some water bottles, and you're going to need some fermented spider eyes, and then last but not least, the gunpowder to make it a splash potion. You're going to need some blaze powder to power your brewing stand right here. So step one, we're going to throw in the blaze powder. That's going to give us power here. We're going to throw in all of our water bottles. And then first off, we're going to start with the fermented spider eye. So to make the spider eye, the fermented spider eye, you need to have a regular spider eye. You need to have a brown mushroom, and then you need to have sugar. So if you have a sugarcane farm, you just need to turn that into sugar. So we're going to throw one of these right up here, and that's going to start to brew down into this right here, and it's going to start by making a potion of weakness with that. Okay, now that that's done, that gives us a potion of weakness, and that lasts for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Now, with a potion of weakness like this, you would have to drink it, and we can't make villagers drink it. So if you put a piece of gunpowder in there, it's going to start brewing that, and that will turn it into a splash potion of weakness. So all you have to do is either throw the splash potion at the villager, or you can put it into a dispenser and let the dispenser do your dirty work. So now this is all done, and we have got splash potions of weakness. If you see, the bottle changes from a normal water bottle that looks like this. Here, we'll put that in there. A water bottle that looks like this, and the top of it changes just a little bit to make it look like a splash potion. And looky there, local brewery. So what we want to do now is you want to put your splash potions up here. I'm only going to throw one in there just in case I accidentally hit the button one too many times. I don't want multiples going down there. Now, the next step is to get our villager into this area. So we've got our villager breeder right here. I do suggest that you have a villager breeder close by so you don't have to use too many rails. That does make it quite a bit easier. So we want to get that villager sitting right here. Now, I did not design this farm at all. The design I followed for this is by a YouTuber named Chapman, and I have linked that description below. Now, you might have heard Chapman before because he is the same one that designed the raid farm that we used, and we modified it slightly to be over the ocean. So I highly suggest it's a quick 6 to 7 minute video. Checking that out because it is definitely worth the watch. So now we're going to get our guy here. Let's put a powered rail right under there, and that should push him. Perfect. So what that's going to do is that's going to push our villager right up here. If you need to, you can get in there closer and nudge him just a little bit more. His head is going to be right against this trapdoor right here, and he shouldn't go any farther. Now, a really important factor of this farm is the fact that there is a glass block that is pushed into the zombie's head. This is not going to kill the zombie, but it's going to keep the zombie from seeing you. So I can stand right here next to this, and the zombie's not going to see me at all, which is extremely important for half-hearted hardcore. So now you're asking, how do we actually get the zombie to see our villager? So what we want to do is we can stand right here, and we can push this button here. It's going to trigger this trapdoor, and it's going to pull this piston. It's going to trigger this piston. It's going to unpower it. It's going to pull that glass back, and the zombie will attack the villager. Now, the zombie might be focused on us, so we might have to put a block here in front of us, but we're going to see if this works. Okay, he's not looking at the villager just yet. Not focused over there. Let's see if we can pull his attention over. There we go. Now he's hurting him. And see, there we go. Now we got ourselves a zombie villager. I'm going to get rid of this. So now you can see we have a zombie villager here. We don't want to get too close because he can definitely hit us. And that would not be good. So now we're going to push this button right here, which will trigger this sticky piston. That's going to lift him up, and it's going to push him that way right there. So right like that, boom, right there against that wall. That's exactly where we want. So what's really nice about this is you can set this up to have 4 conversions done at one time. So we're going to come right over here. We're going to push our button, get ourselves another villager, and look at that, right in there. And let's see, we might have to put a block down again. Yeah, so what he suggests in his video is to actually put a slab right here. So let's throw a slab in right above it. And we can make it a nicer slab later just so we have the right one. There we go, right away. So one thing that's extremely important when it comes to... oh, that's not what we wanted. He stole our slab. One thing that's really important whenever you're wanting to do any sort of zombie purification or zombie converting the villagers over to zombie is you want to make sure that you're on the hard difficulty. You can be on hardcore or hard, it doesn't matter, but it has to be, it doesn't have to be the hard difficulty, but it is a 100% guarantee zombification if you're on hard. If you are on normal, it is, I'm not sure the percentage, but it's not 100%. So the zombie would either convert him or it would kill him. And we don't want to do that. I hit the wrong button. Thankfully, that didn't ruin anything. So don't push that button right away. So let's go here. There we go. We got another zombie. We're going to push. We are all set to go now. So what you want to do here is you also want to make sure that you have some golden apples. And we're going to splash these guys here. I'm only going to do these 3 for now, just in case. And then we will feed them a golden apple. So we push this button. That's going to get them splashed. And then 1, 2, 3. Yes, all 3 of them. So whenever you start to see the red particles like this, that means that they are being purified and they will turn back to villagers. This process takes about 5 minutes. So if you want to work on something else or anything like that, it does take a little bit of time. So we will cut back when these guys are all purified and ready to go. Okay, we are back. And looky here, beautiful villagers, all healed up and ready to go. Now, I call that quite the success. Now what we can do from here is we can take our villagers, we can put them in the place that we plan on keeping them forever, and they can start doing some trades for us. So I've got some power here. I could flip this lever and send them all at the same time. However, I think I'm going to separate these guys out the best of my ability. So we're going to push this guy forward if we can. There we go. We can push him through. He's going to get shot up here, but there's nowhere for him to go because I haven't got a home for him yet. So I'm going to get all these villagers in here, and then I'm going to show you what those discounts will do. Now, I didn't show you what a trade was beforehand. You're going to have to trust me that I remember what it was. If not, we can show you with another villager later. So I'm going to get these 3 guys in a home, and I will show you exactly what those trades are. All right, so now we've got 2 of these guys in here. This guy, you weren't supposed to come with us, but you did. But we're going to make these 2 some clerics. So we're going to put these workstations down, and we're going to check the trades here. So you can see now what the zombification did. It changed this trade here from 32 rotten flesh a piece to 26. Now, you can redo the zombification. You can do that multiple times, and that number will get lower. But we're not really worried about that because we're not wanting to mainly trade for zombie flesh, for emeralds for this guy. We are looking for ender pearls. Clerics can trade ender pearls, and we want to trade ender pearls with the cleric so we don't have to go into the nether and hopefully trade piglins or anything else. So we're going to trade a lot of redstone dust as much as we can. We'll trade some lapis. Now, once we get the gold farm all set up, we can trade gold for 1 ingot for 1 emerald, and that is actually a pretty good trade when you have a gold farm. So we're going to get all of that XP, and hopefully we get the trade we want. Okay, that's the glowstone trade. Let's go ahead. We'll trade for some glowstone. We don't have to get as many, so we're just going to level these guys all the way up as fast as we can, and hopefully we get the trades that we're looking for. And there we go. That is exactly the trade we were looking for. Right here. We can load up on ender pearls with this trade right here. And that is exactly what we wanted from a cleric. So you know what that means. That's just the next step in our preparations to get to the Ender Dragon fight. But before we do that, I do want to get some additional villagers in here. I want to cure some of them. I want to cure some of my original villagers, and we're going to get this place, we're going to start to fill it up. It's not going to be completely full, but we're going to start to fill it up. That way we have a wonderful set of villagers to trade with. And I need to tame that cat because he's going crazy. All right, we are back. Finally. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that, kitty. But that took absolutely forever. We have all of these villagers now in this new trading hall area. And I actually took the villagers from this area right over here and I moved them all into there. I did zombify some of them, but not quite all of them. So I'm not sure what we're going to do in here. Coming up, we might move some more villagers in there when we decide what other trades we want. But for right now, this is going to do us. We've got lots of mason villagers, and all of these mason villagers are trading us some terracottas. We've got some glazed terracotta. We've got some different colors. And so we got some very nice trades here. We also got the ender pearl trades from the clerics. That's the main thing that we wanted from these guys. This one and this one, trade those. And then we got ourselves a Frostwalker trade with this librarian because we wanted to use Frostwalker for when we're building our gold farm. Because we're building that on magma blocks, and if you did not know, you do not take damage on magma blocks if you are wearing Frostwalker boots. So, fun fact. So we'll be using that. I think we got another trade with this guy, Depth Strider. I was wanting Depth Strider, but look at this. So this is our Frostwalker. Looting 3, that's a good trade. What did I get from this guy? Oh, I got an Infinity trade here, but look at this. How long did it take us to get Feather Falling 4? Look at that. Feather Falling 4 for 1 emerald and 1 book. Too bad I don't need multiple pair of boots. Oh, wait. I do. I will put these on the Frostwalker boots as well to help us out. I also got myself a couple more Fletchers because we wanted to go for the Potion of Weakness trade. And you'll never believe it. This guy right here, the very first one that I zombified and cured and brought over, I leveled him all the way up, and wouldn't you believe it, Potion of Weakness arrows right here. So what we did, instead of brewing the potions, we now take these Potions of Weakness arrows and we bring them all the way over here, and we added a dropper onto the end. right here. So this has a potion of weakness arrow inside of it. We can now just click this button and shoot one zombie that's directly underneath it. Now, if we're wanting to do multiples at the same time, you're still going to want to use this dispenser with the potion in it because it's going to get 2 or 3 at the same time. But if you're just using one villager, I highly suggest using the arrows. Now, next steps. What did we do all of this process for? Why do we need ender pearls? Why do we need Frostwalker? Well, we need to make ourselves a gold farm, and that is on the roof of the Nether. So for the rest of this episode, we are going to be getting to the roof of the Nether, and I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Okay, so it's the first thing that we need to do is we need to get ourselves set up with the potion of the Turtle Master. So first thing we want to start with is we need to put some nether wart in here, and that's going to give us an awkward potion. And the second part, which takes absolutely forever, is you need to have 5 turtle scoots so you can make yourself one of these, a turtle shell helmet, because that is required for this potion of the Turtle Master. Now, as soon as this is done, we'll pop this in here. And what this is going to do is this is going to give ourselves some resistance. When we throw an ender pearl through the roof of the nether ceiling, it's going to cause a little bit of damage. And we want to make sure that we have some resistance to help us with that damage. So once this is all done, we will grab these out of here and we will start making our way to the nether roof. All right, so here we go. Now, the bad effect of this is that we will have slowness for 20 seconds and the resistance only lasts for 20 seconds. So once we take this potion, we have to be very quick about getting onto the nether roof. So I think we've got everything we need. We have our potions, we have our ender pearls, and inside of our ender chest, we have everything that we're gonna need to set up a portal on the roof of the nether. Extremely important, bring obsidian and a flint and steel. Once you get onto the nether roof, if you don't have those items, you will not be able to get off. Unless you have TNT and you can break bedrock, we do not have that. So if you are going onto the nether roof, please be very careful. Do not get stuck on the nether roof. That would be very bad. Okay, so we're going to grab this. We will go ahead and put on our golden helmet. And while we were getting ourselves the turtle scoots and hatching turtles, we set ourselves up a nice little nether portal right here at the bottom of our base. One other thing, I guess we should go upstairs and take a look at this real quick. Whenever you set yourself a nether portal on the roof, you want to make sure that you set up a portal here in the overworld up high in the air. Now, that's not the best location, but I wanted it to be something that was inside of our walls. So this portal right here, we are going to use that to come back from the nether roof. And you want to place it at least 130, 120 blocks in the air, something like that. And take down your coordinates. I already took those down and we know the exact coordinates that we need to go to in the nether to find that. All right, so we're gonna head into the nether. I'm going to dig myself up to the bedrock ceiling, and then once we do that, we will be back and I will show you exactly how to get onto the nether roof. All right, we have found what we are looking for, and it did take us a while, and I'm telling you right now, I am nervous. So what you need to do is you need to climb all the way up. We made ourselves a staircase, and you need to find your targeted block set to the 127th on your Y-axis. So we've got a couple blocks here to work with, and that's pretty nice. So we've got we've got 3 blocks here, all at 127, so we can use this right here. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to place 5 snow layers right here. It's 2, 3, 4, 4, and 5. Nope. Looks like we're doing 4. Actually, I think I can pick this up with Soak Touch. Yeah, there we go. And 5. There we go. Now, what I'm going to want to do is once I take my potion and once I eat my golden apple, so this will be the process. I eat a golden apple, I take the potion, and then I'm going to throw an ender pearl right here, right at that pixel. It's going to be between the first, kind of between that first and second pixel there, right on that line. That's going to pop us through. That should have us standing on top of this snow layer, and then we can jump right out of there. So here goes nothing. I'm nervous. Let's do this. Eat the apple. Drink the potion. Grab the pearl and throw. And there we are. We might have to throw another pearl to get out. There we go. And now we are on top of the Nether Roof, everybody. We did it in half-hearted hardcore. We got ourselves on top of the Nether Roof. Wow, that is amazing. And now our potions are starting to wear off, but that's how you do it. So now that you're up here, you need to make sure that you find the coordinates that you originally set up with your other portal. You build that out, and you get yourself back to the overworld. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at what our coordinates are here. I know that I need to go to -18, -28. So let's find that real quick. Okay, that's the wrong direction. All right, now we are standing on exactly -18, -28. That's where we want to be. Let's grab our ender chest out of here. We're going to grab our obsidian and our flint and steel. Now, I know we're not going to have the corners filled in on this, but that's okay. For this first time, it'll be all right. And I do highly suggest bringing some wool so you can make some carpets to put on top of your nether portal, because you want to make sure that your nether portal is spawn proof, because stuff will spawn up here if there are spawnable blocks. So now you just want to light your portal just like that, and we will go through and hopefully be on the correct access point. So this is the moment of truth. We're going to grab ourselves our bow just in case we end up somewhere strange. Hopefully this does not put us underwater or under the earth. And look at that. We are exactly where we wanted to be, which is up high in our base. Now let's go through here one more time just to make sure that these portals are linked up correctly. And yes, perfect. Absolutely amazing. We have got ourselves on the Nether Roof. Now we can make ourselves a gold farm and have all the golden apples we could ever want. I want to thank each and every one of you. This has been an exciting episode. We spent a lot of time grinding resources in this world just for this episode. I gotta tell you right now, hatching turtles is painful. It takes forever, but well worth it, because we did not pop a totem whenever we jumped through that Nether Roof. So from me to you, thank you so very much. I really do appreciate it. If you would like to catch me on some live streams, I stream over on Twitch on Mondays and Thursdays. Please feel free to check me out on one of those days. And if you would, please subscribe, like, comment on the videos. Let me know what you would like to see in this world. So far, I am having a wonderful time, and I will see you in the next episode. Peace out, everybody.